My 500 milliliters of toxin. Open cans fill my tracks like bullet ants, nibbling at necrotic wounds, dragging my heart into a deadly dance. Sweet nectar, asp venom, courses the veins, summons the days. Tears cells, thunderbolts wake up the corpse, slow days set ablaze. Ever shall my body serve these fleeting false gifts of life, regrettably, all the way to my grave and into the afterlife. For those of you who are paying attention to the poem, for those of you who may have solved a quite simple puzzle, this is who I'm talking about. For those of you who don't know, caffeine is the greatest addiction that faces our humanity, that plagues us rather. Well, technically you can consider sugar above that, but let's say at this point caffeine is a bit more fitting for a drug addict candidate than sugar is, so we'll go with that. Something you might not know about me is that I never had a vice like that. I never did any drugs. It happened twice that I had been under the influence of something, but once it was by accident and I paid a hefty price for it, and the other times it was aware. It was a desire to try to achieve something, but that is a story for another time. I had never smoked anything apart only from when I was 4 and almost hospitalized because, again, it was by accident. I have drunk alcohol before, but I had sworn off it for the past almost a year, I would say. I used to quite enjoy beer and whiskey. I probably still do, but I never had that great of a need for either. I just enjoyed it, but I had reached that point in my life where, to be quite fair, I had reached this point for many things in my life. I just didn't apply it to all aspects. Whereas, why would I drink alcohol when each glass of alcohol is a glass of strawberry juice, not drink? Do you understand what I mean? I had this philosophy for a long time with fruits specifically. So why would I eat a raspberry when that is every strawberry not eaten? Why would I eat an orange when that is a nectarine not eaten? That is my logic for many things, but recently now it has been implemented with, well, recently, about a year ago, has been implemented with alcohol and some foods, pork, for example, and beef and lamb and such. That is another thing out. The last thing that remains is caffeine. I do not drink coffee. Never did. Never liked it. I pretty much despise the taste of coffee. It is very not delicious to me in any way. So that basically left me with no vices. Granted, I was never also into sugar. I was never a sweet-toothed man. I was very much a savory kind of guy, whereas a lot of people go for chocolates or bonbons or anything like that. I was very much a chips man. So yeah, that is one thing that I indulged in. I never indulged in too much salt, although, like adding extra salt to food, that was never a thing with me. So it was just snacks, food, and hot drinks such as cocoa and hot chocolate. Recently, I started drinking more and more tea. I have never been into tea as well, but tea is something that I've been starting to drink. And when it comes to all of that taken into consideration, the only thing that might be considered a vice for me is energy drinks. That is the only source of caffeine that has been in my life for the past years. I don't know how many. It hasn't been there in my childhood, but it has been there since I would say since I went into university. It wasn't there in high school, it was in university. And up until recently, it has been in waves. So in university, I would have these periods where I would, I don't know, drink energy drinks for a week straight. And then I would not touch energy drinks for months. But recently that has changed. Recently, I've been drinking energy drinks a lot, almost every day. And yeah, I think I have fallen into a pit of energy drinks. My poison of choice, as the poem would suggest, is Monster. I never liked Red Bull. I've never liked Burn. I've never liked Shark. I've never liked any of the other ones. Monster was the only one that I liked, and as basic as it may seem, the classic flavor is my favorite. I don't like any of the sugar-free versions. To be fair, I don't like anything sugar-free. I mean, I don't drink Coca-Cola, but you know, the sugar-free Coca-Cola, Coca-Cola Zero, I never liked it. I've always been able to taste the artificial sweeteners in whatever it may be it a drink or food, if some of them have it. I've always been able to taste that, smell that, and I've never liked the taste of that, so I just usually prefer the natural sweetened version. Yes, it might be more calorically damaging, but you know, I'd rather take sugar than some chemicals, to be fair. So I've always stuck with this guy right here, this green and black can. And well, university, again, here and there, periods. Now it's been every day, if not every other day. And to be fair, I've been trying to avoid Monster as much as I can, because again, it's half a liter, it's 500 milliliters of this stuff. I've been trying to drink Flying Energies, Whole Foods brand, that one, the regular one as well. It's a smaller can, it's only 2,500, not 2,500. It is only 250 milliliters of energy drink. So I've been trying to drink that, to take as least of it as I can, and teas, black teas, green teas, to wake me up, because my job requires me to stay focused, to stay sane, to stay on top of my, you know, tasks and responsibilities. So yeah, that is something I've been facing. I have been trying to get off of it because I know it's not healthy. It's pretty clear that, let me see. Yeah, this is not good for you. I know, shocker. I've been trying to cut off. I'm trying to not make it an addiction. So I've been, you know, it's a push and pull. On one hand, I need it, you know, because my job, my profession truly drains me of energy. So I need it on one hand, but on the other hand, it's really not healthy, and I don't want to have it in my life. I don't want to be dependent on it. So I know it is not as extreme as a lot of people might be dealing with, be it addictions with drugs, gambling, or anything else, truly far more damaging and far more horrendous. But this is mine. It might be, in the grand scheme of things and compared to other people, a bit not as severe, but it is severe to me. So I try to stay clear of it. But to throw it into your court, what are some of your addictions? Are there any? Would you even consider what I consider an addiction? Does that even clear your standards? Are you going through something worse How would you face that? How have you faced it if you had anything similar? The poem truly does describe how it makes me feel sometimes, but how I view it all the time. Is it as self-destructive for you? Because I know that some people are addicted to things, but they enjoy it quite well. I know, because I have seen it, I know that is prevalent with people who have gambling addictions. They are aware of it, but they kind of bask in it. So it's not the best, but I don't know what you can do about it, to be honest. But what are you going through? Please write it in the comments. I would like to read, because it's a nasty thing. It really is, to go through things like this. I think maybe it might have been expedited from my end by my depression, because I mean, I don't have any proof or any provable and definitive answers to which I can point, but I feel that this is somehow connected. I just hope that this whole thing doesn't leave me with a lasting addiction to these cans, because to be honest, I frankly would like to stop leaving my footprints filled with empty cans of these. And yeah, hope you're doing well. Spread the word. Thank you for watching. Thank you.